So now I'm going to add on another type of question. So I'm going to click plus, and this time I'm going to add on a checker box question. So with this particular question, my users can tick multiple boxes as an answer. So my question here might be polar bears are, and then they have to finish the sentence. Cute, fuzzy, lovely. Now, I want you to be selecting questions that are appropriate to your website and that are basically asking people questions about the information that you've presented on your website. So I'm just giving you some really brief examples, but I would like you to really think carefully about the sort of questions that you're asking and the sort of information that's on your website that is going to help your users answer the question. Another type of question that you might want to include is a drop down. So again, there's like a drop down menu and there's multiple options that your users can select, or a linear scale. So this is like a scale from 1 to 5, and you might say something like, I love polar bears, So this is really good for opinion type questions. No. Okay. Now, the other thing you can do with your questions is insert a picture. So if you've got a particular picture in your website that you want your users to be able to refer to when they're answering the question, you could use one that you've recorded or taken or included in your website. So I might just pick one that I know that I have in my website. So let's just go with that one there. For example, and you can see the question includes the picture, and then I can ask the question below. When I'm finished, what I can do is I can set the settings for the responses. So I can set it so that it collects responses. I can set it that it's open to anyone, and that's what I'd like you to do, that it's not just restricted to users at the school, that it's open to anyone on the internet. And I can hit save, and that'll now save in your Google Drive. So once you have your quiz built, you can then share it in your actual website. So I'm going to go into my website now that I'm building. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert using the side panel over here. And if you scroll down, you'll notice there's an option called Forms. So if I click on that option, it will open up my Google Drive and locate all the forms that I have available. And you can see the one that I created on polar bears is sitting just there. So I'm going to select that form and I'm going to hit Insert. And that'll place the form inside my website. So you can see it's there so that my users can actually respond directly in there and hit the submit button when they're finished. So once I'm happy with that, I hit publish. And publish again. And I go to view. And you'll be able to see in the view or on my live site that when I scroll down, the form is already there. And I, as whoever's on the website, can fill in the form. Have a go and build a Google form which asks questions about your website. Try and include 3 or 4 different types of questions and questions that include images. Publish it, make it accessible to anyone on the internet, and embed it into your Google site.